Next, I'm speaking to Daniell Morrisey, who is a talent executive for BBC Children's and is here to give us some hot tips for working in television. Welcome, Daniell. Thank you. We know you're very busy, so we do appreciate your time. Let's kick off then with what you're hoping to do here today at Fast Train.
Well, I'm joining the team that are doing the speed dating or speed networking. It's a bit like dating, but meeting people and talking about their CVs and their careers.
So are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm hoping to meet some interesting and some new talent.
Now, you work within BBC Children's.
I do.
What is that like as a department to work for?
BBC Children's is a fantastic department to work for. It's like a microcosm of the whole BBC because you've got the 2 channels, you've got in-house production, you've got everything that comes with a channel like scheduling, commissioning, commissioners who work with the indies, you've got a presentation department, and you've got marketing, so you've got the whole, it's like a whole BBC in one department. It's a big department, but like a small BBC. And
it's been at Media City now for a year.
Just over a year,
Just over a year. Let's talk about some of the challenges that you face within this role and being here.
Well, I guess the challenges are turnover of staff and constantly finding new talented production staff to work on our shows and people that understand the audience. You know, we cover 2 audiences, preschool 0 to 6 and older children 6 to 12. Particularly with preschool, it's about finding people in TV production who understand children and development and that sort of thing.
There will be hundreds of delegates here today. Do you have any advice that you can part with them?
Networking. Get out there, meet as many people as you can, talk to people. Don't necessarily thrust your CV into their hands, but just meet people, find out what they're about, what they do. And, there's not a traditional path into the media, so just ask people how they got in, what was their path, what did they do to get there. But I would say networking would be the key thing to do today. Meet as many people as you can and get names to take away with you.
And let's talk about CVs for a moment. You have written an article about them.
Oh, yeah.
And the 2-second test of a CV. Can we talk a bit about that? It's quite interesting.
Yes, yeah. I would say there are no rules to CVs. People will tell you that you should do it this way, that way or the other. There's hundreds of books written. You can pay people to write CVs. There really is no actual rule. But if there is one rule, it is the 2-second test, and that you should be able to put your CV here and scan read it really quickly. Be able to tell what the person is offering, what are the skills, what's their experience, what do they want to do. That's the thing to get across in a very quick scan.
And for you, what's the most memorable CV that you've had to date?
I think it might have been one that was printed on a cushion.
Explain, let's talk about that. On a cushion, how does that work?
It was a big cushion with the CV printed on the 2 sides. I don't think it was a very good CV, but obviously it stuck around for a while. I think I sat on it for a few years.
It served its purpose.
It did.
And if you could pick a programme, let's go back to Children's and CBeebies and CBBC, what are the programmes that you're most proud of?
Well, I really love the shows that I've helped staff, so things like Mr. Bloom's Nursery, Something Special, Zingzillas. We make some fantastic content. I personally look after CBeebies, so those are the programmes that I look after. It's all great stuff, but those shows are probably the ones that stick out.
And what did you watch as a child on Children's?
Why Don't You? Was one of my favourites, and of course Blue Peter, and of course Newsround.
Of course, Newsround.
In those days with John Craven.
The legend that is John Craven. Daniell, thank you very much for joining us. You're going to be on the panel later today. You're doing the speed date sessions, which will be fantastic. So thank you very much, and we'll hear from you much more throughout the afternoon.